That's a good fish right there. There we go, girl. Woo, man.
This episode of Let's Take It Outside is presented by the Greater Miami Convention and Visitors Bureau. Discover the great outdoors.
Today, I'm taking you to one of South Florida's most popular destinations, Miami. We are going to experience Miami in ways you never thought of, from monkey jungle to offshore fishing in the Atlantic. Get ready for the wild outdoors of Miami. We have just arrived in Miami and are ready for some fun. Our first adventure is heading into the Everglades to the historic Monkey Jungle.
Behind me is the 5-acre Amazonian rainforest. It's home to around 150 squirrel monkeys and 5 female capuchin monkeys. Now here at Monkey Jungle, we do offer the experience of an up-close encounter with these squirrel monkeys. It's called our Rainforest Adventure Tour.
A lot more than just a monkey on your back. This is a monkey all over you, and this is incredible. Tell everybody what we're feeding them.
So it's just a mix of fresh dried fruits and some nuts. And these are the squirrel monkeys. Okay. They were brought here in the late 50s and early 60s from Peru.
How long has the Monkey Jungle been here?
86 years. So it started in 1933, but it opened up as a park in 1935.
Oops, sorry guys. Here's mommy with a baby right here.
Babies right here.
The baby's still sleeping here. And how old do you think that baby is right
So
there?
most of the babies that we have now are less than a month old. So the breeding season's around November through March, and now we're starting to get some of the
this is so
moms
awesome.
giving birth.
Now, you mentioned earlier about the males and females. What's their interaction like?
Well, I'm gonna have you guess. What do you think is the more dominant in here, the males or the females?
The females.
That's correct.
Just like in the real world, people, the females run the show, as we all know.
So the females do run the show. They do come together when it's time to eat, but the males and the females, they'll stay separated. When the breeding season starts, they'll come together. The males go through a hormonal change. It's called the fatting process. Okay. So the males are gonna look like little buff bodybuilders.
Oh, so they're trying to attract the female.
Exactly.
They start working out and get off the couch.
As you can see, they're still pretty buff.
Yep, he's still pretty buff. Did you get yourself a girlfriend? And how long does this species of monkey in the wild normally live as opposed to them being sheltered and taken care of in here?
That's a great question. For the most part in the wild, they won't reach double digits.
Okay.
Here at Monkey Jungle, they reach close to 15 years.
Wow, that's wonderful. This is a bucket list item for Miami land. Just an hour away from the beaches, you've got to come to Monkey Jungle, where you can see the humans are caged, the monkeys are not. Now that we're done monkeying around, I'm headed over to the island paradise of Key Biscayne. I'm ready to try my luck on the 18-hole championship golf course. Diamond in the rough out here at the Crandon Golf Course in Key Biscayne, and and Marty's showing us around. This is one of the most unique golf courses I've ever been on. It's so beautiful, and it was established, you said, in the mid-70s.
Yeah, mid-70s. It's a Von Hague Dublin design. Fantastic property. They just had natural beauty to just fit right in with the ideas they had to build a golf course into the natural terrain. And as you can see behind us, we have a saltwater lagoon. It's the only saltwater lagoon on a golf course in the United States. So it's kind of a unique thing with Crandon here.
So in driving around checking out the course, I know that hole number 7 is one of the more difficult holes on the course. What are some tips and tricks to help people through that? Why is it so hard?
Yeah, number 7 is a really difficult hole because you don't have much room on your tee shot. You have mangroves and part of the lagoon on your right, and then there's sand traps and more mangroves on your left for the tee shot. And basically you have to be in the fairway on that hole, and you don't have much room outside the fairway. It's a dogleg, really sharp dogleg right, and the hole's only half over at that point. You probably have about 150 to 190 yard shot coming into the green, and the green doesn't have much depth at all. So you have to be real precise with your yardage with your iron shot coming into the hole, because it's guarded by bunkers in front and bunkers behind. So definitely one of our hardest holes out here, along with the 11th hole, which is another scenic, difficult hole. It's a dogleg right also. And we may get some shots later with number 11 in the background. We can talk about that hole.
Well, then I hope you brought a lot of golf balls, because I'm going to need them.
Yeah, that's one thing at Crandon. You do need a lot of balls. There's pretty much mangroves or water hazards on every single hole out here. So that also makes it a little unique, because you can't escape that. So
Right.
Ball hawkers, it's a ball hawker's haven.
I bet it is.
Yeah.
Well, Marty, I think I'm ready for my putting lesson.
Well, let's get to work.
Well, Marty, what's my first step?
Well, we want to get you lined up good right off the bat and get you standing the right distance from the ball. So we'll set the ball down, and most balls come with a nice mark on there, kind of like cheating, and you can line it up towards the hole, and you got a line on your putter that you can put right up to that line, and then you're lined up good. Now,
That makes a lot of sense. I never knew what those lines on the putters were.
Yeah, exactly. It's very simple, but it's a great method.
Okay.
I just want you to stand back just a little bit, not too much. That's good. And go ahead and get your grip.
Okay. You're going to look at my grip.
And all I want you to do is, we're going to do a reverse overlap grip. Put
Okay.
your grip on like you normally do. We're just going to take the index finger of your left hand, put it over your right like that.
Okay.
That's good. Very good. And now I want you to get
Relax.
comfortable. And the whole idea is we want to take the hands out of the putting stroke.
Right.
You want to feel like you're putting with your shoulders. Feel like you're rocking your shoulders back and through.
And follow through.
Knock it in the hole.
Okay. I almost made it.
Nice putt.
That was
Almost
pretty
made
good. You're a
Yeah.
pretty good instructor.
If I can get you lined up a
Okay.
little better, we'll be all right. There you go.
Okay, great.
Put the line right on the mark.
Okay. All about your shoulders.
Setup looks good.
Okay.
Yeah, just backing through.
I might have to give up fishing, Marty. Take up golf and do a little more. Okay, here we go. It's all about the shoulders.
Push it a little bit. But
Little too hard, but
rolling the ball nice.
very close, very close. Well, that was really great. It's not as hard as I thought it was going to be.
Looking good.
I'm ready to cool off and experience some luxury. I'm headed over to Sunny Isles. Okay, folks, I've got a dilemma today. Do I hang by the pool and the waterfall, hang out on the beach in a lounge chair and umbrella, or go for a wild ride on the jet skis here at the Trump International Beach Resort in Sunny Isles? I think I'm going jet ski. As you know, no trip to Miami is complete without an awesome wave runner ride down the beach. We're at the Trump International Beach Resort here in Sunny Isles, and I'm about to go for a wild ride. The east coast of Florida is so fun if you want to experience some big waves on a jet ski. Trump Resort was just a warm-up. Up next, we're headed offshore to do some fishing on a Sea-Doo FishPro. It's gonna be wild. And now we're headed out on Sea-Doo's FishPro to try and catch some fish.
Hey guys, I'm Bree Andersey. I'm a Sea-Doo ambassador and I've been working with Sea-Doo for 2 years.
How are you guys doing? I'm Emmanuel Williams. I'm the Sea-Doo ambassador and I fish right out here in Miami, Florida.
Today we're going to be going offshore fishing out of Miami, Florida.
Yeah, we're going to be targeting mahi, tunas, kingfish, and bonitas.
I love fishing off the FishPro because it is so easy to get into tight places. It's really easy to trailer as well, especially going solo. Being able to back that in the water, jump on and take off, it's great. I fish offshore in Jupiter, Florida, and being able to get 4 to 5 miles out and get past that shelf is huge for me. I used to do a lot of kayak fishing and I could not fish Jupiter without a Sea-Doo. So I absolutely love it. I think it's a great vessel and possibilities are endless with it.
I love my Sea-Doo because you can go right out here, get out to deep water really quick. It's very stable, very easy to launch by myself, trailer by myself, and it's just all around an insane machine.
The Sea-Doo crew gave me a quick rundown on the setup of the FishPro. I've never done this before, but so far so good. Now we're planning to head about 6 miles offshore, and I'm ready to land some fish. You can see Miami in the background, and we are on some amazing Sea-Doo FishPros. My very first time. It's incredible. It's, a little rough today, not too bad. Made it out here pretty quick, and I'm telling you, this is a good ride. Now I'm just hoping we can catch some fish. So we just made a move back out to the blue water. We were kind of drifting that color change. There was a lot of weeds in that green water. And I didn't have a stinger rig on at the time. I should have. I'm pretty sure I just got my tackle stolen by a kingfish. So we moved back up into the blue water and we're gonna do that drift again and see what happens. Using a spinning rod. I've got some braid on here. It's probably about 30-pound braid. And we bought some pilchards off the bait guy on the way out. Got my stinger rig on now, so hopefully I won't lose any more tackle and maybe catch a fish. So pretty simple. We're just drift fishing with live baits. I know Bree and them are going to start possibly jigging and doing some bottom fishing. So we're just kind of covering the surface, covering the bottom, and see what we can do. So we're out here fishing the weed lines, and one thing that's probably going to happen is you're going to suck up some grass. So I have an IDS system on this machine, and it's intelligent debris-free pump system. So you shut your engine off, press the button and hold it on. It says it's engaging. It's telling me what to do. Press start. The FishPro IDF system is really important when you're this far offshore. You don't have to get wet to fix any of your weed problems. What an epic day offshore. This was so fun. This is extreme fishing in Miami. I have never fished on a Sea-Doo FishPro before and caught my first fish on one, a bonita. It was great. We caught 3 different species and my buddy got a take-home mutton snapper. We're heading back in now. It's time to dry off and head to one of Miami's most popular destinations, the Art Deco district. I will be riding in style. I found the most unique way to experience South Beach with the American Dream Tour. It's time to go on a classic convertible ride and learn about this historic district in Miami. When did the Art Deco style start here in Miami?
Oh, it started actually in 1929.
Wow.
The main reason was the big hurricane in 1926. They have to rebuild everything, and this is the new style that was in Europe. And of course, the French invented it in 1910, so 20 years before it started here. The French came up with the Art Deco because they want to get rid of the Art Nouveau, which was on since 1890.
Right.
Very busy, very floral, very curvy. They want something linear. They want something very geometric. There's 3 buildings. Those 3 buildings are going to give you the 3 different styles. You got this first building here, that's typical first period,
Right.
29 to 39. The second period here, you see it's very sober compared to the other one. That's 1939 to 1949. And here you got mid-century, 50s, Mimo style, Miami modern. So it's very rare to have the 3 together. Here on the left, you got mid-century,
Right.
Mimo style. On the right, it's all Art Deco. Why? Because when they start to build the Mimo style, they have to do something. We are on the island, right? They cannot extend. So they have to destroy the old one to build the new one. And they destroy all those areas were covered by Art Deco building. They tear down and they build those Mimo style. But they didn't touch the big one on your right because they were already profitable. They were already very good.
Okay.
So they didn't want to touch it. Here we are to the big building, which are on the right side, the National Hotel 1939, the Delano 1949, and you got the Ritz Plaza, which is today the SLS Hotel.
Beautiful. I love those. And beautiful ocean views.
Beautiful ocean views. Oh, you are in paradise here.
Paradise is right. The bright colors and high energy is what South Beach is known for. And there's one street in South Beach where the culture, food, and fun comes to life. Espanola Way. I'm at Espanola Way tonight, one of the oldest streets in Miami, and we're starting it out at Ben Mi. Tell me a little bit about your sandwich story, Ben.
So I started these at home, and it's just my personal take on a banh mi. So using interesting ingredients like char siu, mushroom, things that you wouldn't normally use. So I put my own little twist on it, and we started it from home, just my apartment, and then it just blew up on Instagram, and then we turned it into a store, and wow, it's been great ever since.
Next up, we're making a stop just a half a block down at Hosteria Romana. This place by far is the most fun you can have while dining. We finished our night with dessert at A La Folie. A stay at the Clevelander will give you the true South Beach experience. As As you can see, a visit to Miami has something for everyone, from the Everglades to offshore, from Art Deco to dining. Visiting Miami is a great way to take it outside.